wanna scare them. Honestly, who cares? I mean, maybe you should care. I have double chin, but... Great, I always drop something. Tips and tricks today so you can good look. You will not look good after sitting on the beach. Hi guys, it's Peitee. Today I show you how to wear makeup to the beach. I'm using a lot of subtle tips and tricks today so you can look good when you arrive to the beach. I hope you will enjoy it. For foundation, you can either use tinted moisturizer. I'm going to use my normal foundation and mix it in with a sunscreen. I don't recommend using a lot because it will rub off anyways. I mean, you're on the beach. This is just if you want to get those initial arriving to the beach pictures and you want to look a little bit better for those. And remember, sunscreen should be the last step in your skincare, so it should really lay on the top of your skin, either under your foundation or you can mix it in. And I am using my hands to apply this foundation because it will give me the most natural finish, and obviously the more natural the makeup, the less you're gonna see it rubbing off. And that's what happens on the beach anyways. I mean, you're sweating, you're in the sun, you're gonna have your makeup rub off and just slide down. So you want it to happen very organically rather than having patches of makeup disappear at the time. So I honestly would go even like that. I would cover some of my spots that are seeping through, but I'm going to show you a couple of steps that can enhance. So I'm using a little concealer just to take off this redness. And you can obviously get very carried away with this. I wouldn't really care about it that much. I mean, you're gonna end up with no makeup on the end of the day anyways, and everybody's going to see your skin anyways. So for less of a shock, we shall stop the concealing. Also, if you feel like your dark circles are very out there, you can just use a little like reflective concealer just in that area. Again, I wouldn't highlight and, you know, just do all those crazy things like glam highlight because it will rub off. It's not worth it. It's just gonna waste product. Now I have this Wonder Stick from NYX, and one side is light and one side is dark, so you can use that as little highlight contour trick. It's all cream, so you can pop a little here, just to brighten a little bit. And with the contour stick, I mean, depends what kind of stick you have. I really don't like just drawing those lines. I will take the stick with my finger and just press it into my skin wherever I feel like I need a little bit of shading. And of course, if you want, you can put it on your beauty blender and just press as well. But I really don't like to just draw it on the face because that's very hard to blend out. First of all, you end up with those lines there, permanent. You have to blend for ages to get it out. I don't know what kind of efficiency school would teach that. And secondly, you can get much more beautiful blend on the beauty blender if the product is evenly distributed on it. I'm not really worried about contouring too much, so I'm putting this on like a larger area of my cheek. I don't want it to act as a bronzer rather than a full-on contour, that sleek line here. It will look like makeup. Obviously it is makeup. Anything will look like makeup, but we're trying to make this transition from makeup to, you know, beach face with no makeup a little bit more easy on the eye for other people. I will also use this stick to do some slight eye contouring because I put foundation on my eyelid just to get rid of that initial darkness. But now I'm just going to put this here where you would put your crease color. It does not have to be perfect. And also underneath, just on the outside, and just blend that with your fingers and it just gives a beautiful illusion of a deeper socket. I will also use a cream blush. You can use your fingers or a beauty blender like I'm using and just add that on. You don't want too much, but I definitely like that rosy cheek. And I'm using a liquid highlight. I'm just taking that on my hand. I'm going to put this on with the beauty blender, and I'm using gold because I feel like it will catch the sun and, you know, just make it look like a goddess. You know, if you have the look of a goddess already. Just going to add that to the cupid's bow and on the bridge of the nose. And I know we're really shiny at the moment. That's because of the sunscreen. Sunscreen does that. I'm going to take powder. Now, if you use too much powder, it will make blotches on your face, and when the makeup starts to melt from the sun, it will just come off in blotches. So be very sparing with powder and choose something that's very finely milled. And I just added the powder into a tiny brush, and I'm just going to do under the eye. That's a kind of the main area, even if I'm using foundation that doesn't need powdering. This area and here in the smile lines is like the areas where I would usually put the powder regardless. I'm also going to do a little bit here on the bridge. Okay, and if you choose to add it to the forehead as well, again, just be very sparing because otherwise it will be blotchy later. Lastly, I would add a little powder on the eyelids because they will crease. I'm going to take a gold eyeshadow or highlight, whatever you have, and a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to add some gold onto the eyelid, but very sparingly. I don't want to have it as a gold eyeshadow, more like a gold sheen on the eye. So as you can see, those are very subtle changes that we're making, but it looks better and better with every step. Now for the eyebrows, so I just got my eyebrows tinted. I tinted these home, and I have a video on this, so you can go and watch it. I will put it in the eye for you. If you fill in your eyebrows a lot and then you have part of your eyebrow come off with sweat or something, that's going to be really ugly. So it's best to use something very natural. So I'm using this pen to do my eyebrow. I'm not going to add a lot of it, just a little bit, just in the sparse areas where I really feel like I need it. And I highly recommend having your eyebrows tinted if they're like mine and they're very light naturally, because you might not even need to add anything to your eyebrows if they're tinted. I mean, this would be fine if not a couple of those areas. And when you're using one of those liquid pens, it's good to keep it upside down because then all the liquid will drop and you have a continuous flow. If you want to, you can add mascara. It's best to add waterproof one and really just curl your lashes, so you can add just a tiny bit. And today I don't have a waterproof one, but I really wanted to use brown, so I'm going to use brown, but normally whatever waterproof you have is best. Typically I would do just the top lashes and a tiny bit just because it will run down your face, and first ones affected will be the lower lashes, so I would just skip those. For the lips, I'm just going to do some adjustments to the shape. My lip shape is not the best. I have small lips and they're crooked, so I like to adjust the shape with a lip liner. I'm choosing something very natural. I love this lip liner, I use it all the time. So I'm just going to do, not even like full on lining, just going to adjust the shape a little bit. So I'm going to use Plum Pink lip gloss. It also has a little color. And that is the finished beach look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button and the notification bell if you would like to be notified when I post a new video. Subscribe to my channel for more makeup videos, and I will see you next time.